3 RBIs, had the big hit yesterday. How's it feel?
It was great. I mean, just
what's working for you?
I feel like it just not even myself. I feel like the whole team is just getting comfortable where we're at. I mean, obviously we're not comfortable with the record we have right now, but we're comfortable with the guys in the position we're in. I feel like everybody recognizes their roles and we're playing as a team.
Coach talked about you changing some things at the plate. How do you think this thing's paid off today? I mean, obviously, it showed on the stat sheet. So.
I feel great. I mean, I changed. We used to talk about. I changed my hands. I was choking up a little bit just because I wasn't getting inside the baseball as much as I should be. So now I got back to just hitting, just being what I should do, what I came here to do from freshman year. So I came right back to that stance, and it's almost like a nothing to lose kind of feeling right now. Just go out there, play, let's have fun, and let's do it.
What was the process for tweaking your batting approach? Was it something the coaches brought up, or did you go out of your way to try to change it up?
I went out my way a little bit. They brought it up. I mean, we're always on the same page. And I mean, it was just one of those things that I feel like I was producing as many runs as I should be, and guys like him is making up for it. And I gotta pick my own slack up. So it's just one of those things.
Do you think you're where you want to be yet with your swing?
No, I'm never where I want to be with my swing. I want to be the best, but so does he, and so does all the other 7 guys on the lineup. But I mean, as of right now, I'm not going to change anything with it.
James, you had a sack bunt in the third, and then another attempted sack bunt that went for an infield single. What happened on that play to get you on base?
Well, anytime there's a sack bunt situation, coaches always tell me bunt for a hit first, and at the very least you get the runner over. So I just bunted down first base, with the runner off first. That's the job we got to do, and it just worked out. I got a good enough bunt down and was able to beat out the throw. So.
And how has small ball helped this team and keep the offense in games this season?
I mean, I think it's good for us, in games like that where it's tight. We're struggling to get some bats, some hits together at the same time. So when we can get the small ball working, and we had 3 bunt singles in a row, and we had a double. So like stuff like that, it just helps us out when we're struggling to find it a little bit. That can just really bring us up and rally us together.
You guys had those 3 straight bunts, and Iowa bobbled one of them. How do those kind of breaks help you guys get through? Taylor and JC came in with the doubles after that. How do those breaks kind of help you guys put together anything like that?
I mean, I just think it's like confidence. You get 3 guys on, no outs right off the beginning. 3 straight pitches, then it's like, all right, well, we got so many opportunities to score here. Then you got our big hitters coming up, so it's just it helps them, it helps us. It just relaxes you, puts everyone in kind of a calm mood, and you know what you got to do, just get the runs in.
How big was that just to have the bullpen all weekend and then today, just pitching strong, throwing strikes, and striking people while keeping you in the lead like that?
I mean, I think it's huge. I mean, those guys have been doing their jobs. They've been doing a really good job throwing strikes, getting guys out, keeping runners off base. When we do get runners on, we're making some double plays. So, I mean, it just gives us a lot of confidence at the plate. We want to work hard for those guys and get them some runs. So it's not, it's kind of works both ways.
When somebody like Lewis comes into mound, is it something like the team rallies behind and just feeds off of momentum?
Yeah, definitely. When you get when we get one of the older guys, Cody Senior coming in, we got a lot of confidence in him. I know out there in the field, I have a lot of confidence, and I trust Cody. I trust guys like that to get the job done. So it just puts everyone in a better position and relaxes us, and it's just better all around.
JC, after the game, you're pretty animated after the game, pretty pumped up. What does a series win like this do for you guys coming forward with a couple midweek games this weekend and then going on the road?
It's huge. I mean, it's the wins, our first Big Ten series win. Look at the record, and it speaks for itself. So we're excited. We're rolling right now. We feel like we got something going, so we're gonna run with it.
Where does this compare to last year? You guys put together a little run, a little earlier than this year, but where does your mental approach as a team kind of compare to last year? Are you going to take anything away from last year? That run you guys made last year, maybe put one together this year?
Absolutely. I think it's almost the same mentality. It feels the same in the locker room as it did last year. I mean, I know James wasn't here last year to experience it, but I know he can say the same thing. It feels like we're kind of getting a rhythm here. We're kind of hitting stride, so it feels pretty good.
So, Greg, you were kind of in trouble a little bit in the second and third, and you really limited the damage and then settled down from there. How important do you think that was to hold Iowa down after getting the 2 runs before your offense could kind of erupt a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think our coaches say the same thing a lot. It's like usually there's 1 or 2 innings where you really got to buckle down, and it was really big for me to get out of those innings because You know, sometimes, a lot of the times when you give up those big hits in those spots, you know, kind of pours on from there. The more runs come, and it's really big to shut them down there, and it gave me confidence for the rest of the game.
Coach talked about the groin a little bit, and we knew that was affecting you last week. How much was that a factor today? Were you feeling that?
Yeah, I mean, it affected me a little bit. It was kind of hard to stride out fully, so I kind of had to adjust my sights, and was a little bit in and out of the strike zone, but I knew there were a lot of free swingers on the team, so I knew if I threw my two-seam fastball a lot and into the zone, they would swing and roll over a couple, and we got them in some key spots, especially in the middle of the game.
Got into a little bit of a jam in the 6th inning again. Do you think you could have kept going and ended that and just kept going? Or do you think that was the right time to exit there?
I mean, I always think I can keep going, but you know, obviously with Cody coming in, it was kind of a change of pace. Seeing a righty he's got some great pitches, and he helped me out and got me out of that jam. So I was happy about that.
So as a starter, when you look back and you see somebody like Cody coming out of the bullpen, what does it do for your confidence that he's going to keep it going like that?
Well, I mean, I guess when you're taken out, you're not as worried about leaving those guys there and putting him in a bad spot, because you know that he's a real confident pitcher, and he's been doing it all year. And I knew he was going to get the job done, so I felt good coming out of the game in that situation.
How would you assess your performance today?
Just went out and did my job. Tried to just throw low strikes, mix speeds, and get outs, really. Just keep the game small.
Then when they got the run in the 8th inning, did you feel any kind of pressure, or were you confident?
Not really, because I mean, like, we scored, what was it, 7-3 at that point? So I mean, I had some insurance runs to work with. Obviously, I was mad that they scored, but good thing we had enough runs. So try not to worry about it too much, and just try to go back out and get more outs.
Does it make your job a little easier when you come out of the pen and you have that big lead like that?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely takes off some pressure. Knowing that you can go out there and work with a few runs. I mean, obviously, you're not going to let them score, but it's just in the back of your head to know that you have a lead and just comforting. So.
How does it feel to get that first Big Ten series win?
Yeah, it feels good, actually. Yeah, it's that's our first series win, right? Yeah, it's just nice to get a series win. So yeah, but it's huge to get a Big Ten win, and hopefully we can build off of that and keep things rolling. So.
Talk about how crucial the bullpen has been throughout this whole weekend. You know, you had Herring pitch well, you had Harper pitch well, you pitched well. How important is that to kind of getting these wins going forward?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, when you perform well out of the pen, obviously you get confidence when you go out again the next game. I think it gives the hitters confidence too, know that your pitchers coming out of the pen go out and get outs and hitting zeros, so they can do their job and be free and easy and go score runs. So take care of our job and makes them want to go take care of their